Jahn! Utah!
Happy Memorial Day, everybody. It's good to see you today, Leroy. And it was good to see everybody on Saturday at the Clubbers Cookout, the second annual Clubbers Cookout. It was a great turnout. Thank you for everyone who stopped by the booth, said hi to us, shook our hand. We really appreciate that. We really appreciate your guys' support. But yeah, Leroy, how you feeling today?
Yeah, it was a long day yesterday. Good times. I'm feeling pretty good about the Clubbers community. Great time. There was burgers and drinks and people were winning prizes. It was great times yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
It's the off season, but hockey doesn't sleep, dude. We're going to keep on
No.
playing the Stanley Cup playoffs. There's going to be the draft. Like we're still got stuff to talk about.
Yeah, dude, these conference finals have been unreal. Like I was actually like before like when I was setting up, as you can see, I'm not in the studio. Studio's kind of ripped down at the moment. So I'm pulling out the Utah Hawk and yelling in my garage today. But these conference finals have been crazy. Because I was thinking about before the playoffs started, we were talking about who we don't want to play. And we were like, we cannot be Western Conference 2 because we will face the Avalanche, and the Avalanche are just a wrecking ball of fucking fire. And Vegas goes in and stuns them in 2 road games in Denver. That was crazy, bro. And then the Habs on the other side are just as crazy.
Well, Cale Makar being out for the Avalanche, obviously making a huge impact. I wonder though if maybe we all just misjudge the Vegas Golden Knights. I mean, Carter Hart killing it in the goal, and Mitch Marner being a player that he seems like he was not in Toronto. The player they wanted. So listen, I asked you, I think a week or two ago, what you thought if Vegas doing well was going to change your opinion about how we went out. Any change on that? Did it change your opinion on how we went out?
I mean, as far as in Game 6 when we got our ass beat.
Well, yeah, look, I
in
mean,
general?
my take on how we went out of the playoffs, and I could be wrong, but kind of the way the playoff series felt for us was we had a good 3 or 4 first games, and then we lost interest, or it seemed like we were playing an opponent that we knew we couldn't win. And especially that Game 6, it feels like we didn't show up at all. Like we were tapping out. It seemed almost like our players seemed that they were overwhelmed, or we were talking kind of quipping that, wouldn't call it quit, but maybe a resignation to being outmatched. I don't know. I'm probably wrong on that, but it does kind of make me think, maybe the Vegas Golden Knights are a little better than we are all giving them credit for. And of course, the Montreal Canadiens. They're going to make every game, going to make every series of Game 7 overtime win. Nothing but thrilling hockey coming out.
I have one more question about the Knights, Leroy, just because you know more about this, you've been paying more attention. So I've been seeing on like Twitter and other like talking heads talk about they hate the culture that Coach Torts brings to a hockey team. They're kind of like talking shit on it's not a good look for the league if Vegas is doing good because of Carter Hart's allegations and because of the culture that Coach Torts brings. What is the culture that these guys are talking about? Is there something that Torts has done over the past that maybe fans don't agree with, or what would that narrative come from?
Well, John Tortorella has a reputation for being a no-nonsense kind of FU coach. He's going to do things his way. He expects it his way. And there's been chafing between him and players in locker rooms, chafing between him and ownership. Torts is a cold-blooded hockey killer coach, and he expects things done his way. That was the suspicion, is that, whoa, when Torts gets to Vegas, we'll see he's going to make mincemeat of Mitch Marner. This isn't going to work. Well, it seems like it's working. But that being said, is that Torts is just, he's controversial in that way. And then I think also, look, I'm going to give some credit to the Knights organization. They want to win. But as far as the Knights fans are concerned, guys, everybody wants to paint you as the villain. And you feel it. And I think some of you are coming around to maybe embracing it, which you oughta.
Yeah.
Carter Hart, look, he was proven innocent in a court of law. I mean, I got to be that guy. I just got to say. And
Yeah.
so that being said, I think there's a, like when we played him, we're going to tease him as hard as we can, but we always want to go back to, well, they were given their team,
Right.
but their narrative on that is just like, well, we took over a group of misfits and we made the most out of it. So, I think I think they're just kind of getting a villainous reputation. What was the other angle you said? There was Torts.
And just with Carter Hart, like,
Yeah, with
I,
Carter Hart. Yeah. Well,
I,
people were resentful. There was a lot of hockey fans that were resentful. The Golden Knights finding success so quick,
yeah,
And so I think it's a continuation of that. Now, listen, Mammoth fans, I know that you think that the Vegas Golden Knights are your natural rival. I know that you think then, because in proximity, remember, it's the Colorado Avalanche that we share this division with. And soon enough, the Colorado Avalanche are going to be the team that we need to target and be better than, become better than. It's just beginning. So if you think that the Avalanche, that's what I think anyways. This is like, I'm watching the hockey and I'm loving it. But at the same
yeah,
time, man, I am not pulling for the Colorado Avalanche. I just want
no,
to make that clear. I am curious to see how it goes. And in some ways, I got to tell you, I might just maybe be pulling for the Knights just a little
yeah.
bit in that series.
Me too, a
Um,
little bit, bro. And I did a poll on our Slapshot Utah Instagram, and this was for the Eastern Conference. And this kind of surprised me, bro. I put, "Are you guys cheering for the Canes or Les Habitants?" And I think the Canes won by like 4 votes. We got like 29 votes or something, and I think they won by 4 votes, which is surprising to me because I thought as like Mammoth fans were kind of cheering for the underdogs, right?
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
definitely cheering for the Habs over there, bro.
yeah. Well, listen, the Les Habitants, the Montreal Canadiens, their identity is much more secure. It's a lot, you've listener, I'm not sure if you're aware, there was a stretch that the Montreal Canadiens went on at the end of the 70s. They won 4 consecutive world championships.
Yeah,
I
don't
mean,
they hold
y-
the most,
oh,
21 or something like that,
yeah.
24 or
I mean,
something?
you could probably say that they are to hockey as the Yankees are to baseball. I mean, they've won so many championships, and that hockey culture up there is a completely different beast than some of our American hockey cultures. That said, it's been a long time since a Canadian team has won a Stanley Cup, right?
Yep.
So I'm thinking that people, Americans, are thinking, well, we want the Hurricanes to win because we want an American team to win the cup. But honestly, listen, I got to tell you my truth, man. Fuck that. I don't really care about that because we won the only USA competition, USA Canada competition that matters, is we won the 2026, right? We're the
Men's,
winners.
women's, and Paralympics.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
So,
the Olympics, dude.
yeah. Yeah, that
Yeah.
argument is over. Now, it's easier, I think, for a lot of hockey fans to identify with Montreal Canadiens. Carolina, I don't know. They're a good team, but it's gonna be a battle over in the East. I don't know. Me personally, um, wow.
Yeah.
Wouldn't Montreal Canadiens and Vegas Golden Knights be intriguing?
That would be awesome. And like you said, I believe it was 1993 was the last time that Canada hoisted a Lord Stanley. And what better team from Canada to get rid of that drought than Les Habitants? You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
yeah.
that would be really cool. It's good for the culture too, you know what I mean?
Hey, and if I may say so, I think I've been yakking on about, haven't I been saying from the very beginning, everybody watch out for the Montreal Canadiens. They're
Yeah.
going to go from 0 to 60 very quick. All the young talent on that team. Yeah, enjoy it. If they're having success this year, enjoy it, because I
What's
think they're
his
going to be good for a
name?
long time.
Jacob Dobus. Is that how you say it?
Yeah,
Their rookie
Dobus, the
goaltender
goaltender, that's right.
is just
Um,
fucking crushing it, dude.
Yep.
The
Caulfield, Suzuki.
Yeah.
I mean, you go on and on. The players on this team, the talent is emergent. You
And when
know.
you see I forget the name of their arena, when that game 3 comes back to Montreal, it's gonna be electrifying in there.
Yes, is it the Bell Center? I
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah, Bell
that's
Center,
right.
I
The Bell
think, yeah.
Center, renowned for the greatest professional hockey facility, has the reputation for having the nicest ice in the
Ooh.
National Hockey League.
That's awesome. Yeah, another interesting thing that came out of this though, Leroy, is the argument of the rest or like getting rust during rest, right?
Yeah,
Because Canes and Avs had a very big break while Knights and the Habs were just in battle. And they came out and both won game 1 on home turf. Uh Habs didn't win game 2, which is pretty predictable, but crazy enough, the Knights did. They play again tonight at 6, I believe. And that'll be interesting to see how the Avs respond in Las Vegas in the Fortress.
yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a great playoff series both of these are going to be great series. I'm not sure which day the Stanley Cup is scheduled to begin, but
Yeah, me neither.
John, maybe you and I should get together and watch one of these Cup games together.
That would
It
be
would be
awesome.
a lot of fun.
It,
Now, I don't know if you've been watching anything going on with our guy Iginla. Iginla, they're going to play the Memorial Cup up there. And he's on the Kiwana Rocket. So it'll be interesting to see over the next week or so how Iginla does in OHL playoff hockey. But if you remember, we had mentioned it before. Iginla had an
oh, yeah.
epic season, averaging, I think, almost 2 points per game, if I had that correct.
Yeah.
So the word that I heard from Bill Armstrong on Iginla's development is there is the possibility that my dude may start in Salt Lake City this
Yeah.
October. Wow.
That would be epic, dude. This kid had so much upside. If we it especially because it feels like we don't win a lot of those face-offs. And if we can
Yeah.
get a young big body in there, just mean just like he is, like that would be awesome for this team.
Yeah, I think Iginla initially profiled as a wing, more of a
Uh-huh.
shooter type, and I think they want to transition him into that center position. That's
Yeah.
exactly what Bill Armstrong was saying, which, listen, it's happening, man. Like, these guys are coming around, and Iginla is
Yeah,
going to be
dude.
up here. All the word about Cole Bedouin as well. Like, but we're going to have some
Gabe
youngsters up
Smith.
this year. Yeah,
Yeah.
Gabe Smith. We're going to have some youngsters up this year. And of course, it seems like we're loaded at the defense position.
Yeah.
Goaltender, something we got to get worked out in free agency.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's lots of interesting stuff to
Oh yeah, dude.
watch.
I just want to note too, if you guys are interested in a more in-depth dive into the future prospects of the Mammoth, 996 The How, Julian did a great breakdown, I think this
That's right,
last
just
Wednesday
recently.
or Thursday, where
Yeah.
he breaks down like players that like I've never even heard. Like it's awesome. So go watch that video. And other news before we wrap up over here, some RSL news with the World Cup coming up. It sucks to see that we had Luna and Gozo cut from Team USA in the last minute. So we won't have any RSL representatives out there, but I am excited for the World Cup.
Yeah. Do you think it's a merit-based only decision, or do you think market popularity has anything to do with whether or not
I mean,
players make that cut?
I don't know because rumor has it. I was talking to I think Kurt yesterday about Gozo and about how European teams are like offering the RSL, and RSL said 20 million. If this is a $20 million player, I don't see why he couldn't make the cut for the Team USA this year,
Yeah.
unless we're really just that stacked. Because Gozo's killing it. Let it be known it's the MLS, but still, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, do you happen to know, have you been keeping up, like, what are we gonna keep these guys? Is RSL, are these big players for sale? Like, I mean, do you
I
know what the
mean,
plan is?
I don't know necessarily the plan, but if someone comes and gives RSL $20 million to have Gozo go play for the Premier League, I highly doubt I see the Millers turning that down.
Well, I mean, and I think it's a matter too of professional respect. I mean, there comes a point where, let's just face it, Diego Luna may progress beyond the market that Real Salt Lake can showcase his talents. We might just be talking about the league in general,
Yeah,
MLS. Um, that's just the course, is eventually you've got to play up to the competition, and if the league that you play in makes a huge difference as to what your reputation and essentially what kind of money you're going to bring home at the end of the day. So, yeah, we'll
yeah,
see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, MLS is it's always, you're always going to have that sort of constraint in Major League Soccer, because it being Major League is only here domestically.
right.
Only could also be called only league soccer.
Yeah.
So yeah, but great soccer, great football, great stuff being played over there at the Riot these days.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. I'm excited for World Cup too. We're gonna have to do a World Cup episode once that starts up, dude. I'm so excited for that. But yeah, I hope we're gonna keep it short this weekend, guys. It's Memorial Day. We want you to go be with your families, enjoy your day off, but don't forget what this is about. Respect our veterans. See a veteran today, shake their hand, say thank you. I'm so grateful to be from the USA. I'm excited to watch them play in the World Cup, and it was so good to see all of you guys this last weekend.
Yes, our respects to all of American servicemen who have paid the ultimate sacrifice for this country. Thank you. And thank you, listener, for being a part of the Slapshot Utah program. You can always call us at the Slapshot hotline, 801-810-4869. Next week, we'll take some calls. We'll play some stuff. Maybe we'll get a guest on. Coming at you again next week. Anything else you want to talk about this week, Big John?
I think we're good. Yeah, like Leroy said, hit us up on all social medias, like and subscribe on YouTube. Can't wait to see you guys again. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Slapshot Utah.